Hello, my darling Fumi Nation. How are you? How are we? So, the Epstein files, they've released 3 million files from the Epstein files. And now we come to the chapter of Miss Naomi Campbell. I would like you to take a listen to this.
You ever have like a good friend that like really confided in you or tried to get out of this?
Yes.
And what would their story be like?
So one of my best friends, she's not here today. She was human trafficked by Naomi Campbell. And Naomi is also Diddy's, the godmother. I was going to say godfather because I think Naomi is not a woman.
You don't?
No, I don't. I don't think she is a woman. That's just my feeling.
Okay.
I've spoken with her.
Born a woman, you mean?
I think she is I don't think she's born as a woman.
Okay.
So she is the godmother to Diddy's children. My friend was an artist, and she was
like a painter?
Yeah, painter, artist, and her father was big in the music industry, very well known. So she could have been a model, but she was 5'2".
Right, and back then you really needed to be
You had to
tall.
be 5'8" to start. So she started meeting with all these famous people, and they connected her with certain people, and then all of a sudden she's at these parties, and I see she's doing drugs and getting out of control, and eventually I had to start rescuing her from parties, and then a few of the times I had to rescue her from Naomi Campbell's apartment, and Naomi would bring her back, and they would do like detoxing therapies just to like relax and sleep over, and then I would pick her up and bring her to her apartment because she was so high on drugs.
What kind of drugs was she doing?
Everything. She had they provide the drugs for you. So she would open her purse and it would just be everything, whatever you wanted. It was like a pharmacy.
Who would open the purse?
Oh, she would. Oh, she's like, what do you need, Babs? Do you need anything? I said, I don't do anything. Oh, come on, just smoke a joint with me. I'm like, I'm not smoking anything. I didn't trust her anymore either with drug. I didn't trust her at all. What she could have put in there for me, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She just wanted someone to do drugs with.
So then what happened to her?
So she eventually started traveling to Europe. She was dating this CEO of a jean company that I don't want to name, and he was using her and abusing her and bringing her to parties, and
Yes.
She was getting gang raped by a lot of these older men, and she was stuck in Paris. I was working in London, and I had to go pick her up in Paris and bring her back to New York to get her out. She couldn't get out.
And then when you brought her back to New York, what?
So she had to go through a detox program,
Right.
But then she fell off because she met up with Naomi. Naomi knows a lot of these millionaire and billionaire guys, so she connects you to them. She will connect you. Oh, darling, so-and-so has the hotel, the Fontainebleau in Miami. I'll easily connect you. So they connect you, and then that's it. That's how it starts.
When I tell you I was speechless, when I tell you that I was speechless, I was just speechless because I've heard the rumors circulating here and there since, this Jeffrey Epstein, especially when he passed away in 2019. And I kind of because Naomi knows everybody. When somebody passes away, Naomi will be there and give her own personal eulogy with 20 pictures to boot to show how, they've been friends way back when. I just felt like Diddy knows a lot of people. People know Diddy. People want to get to know Diddy. People wanted to handshake Diddy. The same with Naomi. Needless to say, Naomi has come out here to say, I will not be held by my past and my circumstances. I think she released this a couple of years ago, but I'm going to play it for you here.
This is a direct character assassination. I've always said that I'm not a saint, that I am a work in progress, but I will not be held hostage by my past. What he's done is indefensible. And when I heard of what he'd done, it sickened me to my stomach just like everybody else. Because I've had my fair share of sexual predators, and thank God that I had good people around me that protected me from this. I mean, right now I stand with the victims. I can't, they're scarred for life. For life. I've rubbed shoulders with hundreds of thousands of people. The frightening conclusion here is that if the negative action of your neighbor, colleague, or even an associate can somehow make you guilty too, simply by association, then we indeed live in very worrying times. This affects us all. It is wrong, it's unfair, and it must be stopped.
Naomi Campbell's ties to convicted rapist Jeffrey Epstein exposed. Naomi Campbell and Jeffrey Epstein invited each other to parties and met in person for years before the latter's death. New documents released by the U.S. Department of Justice reveals. The file detailing the communication between the supermodel and the convicted pedophile then went on even after Epstein served 13 months in prison in 2008 for soliciting prostitution from a minor. Campbell's name appears more than 250 times in the files, though many of them are duplicates. The files reveal that Campbell, 55, and Epstein, who died in prison in 2019, met in 2001 at her birthday party in Saint-Tropez, which he was invited to by her then boyfriend, Flavio Briatore. Flavio also went out with Heidi Klum. Isn't that the father of her daughter? Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it is if I go back when. Epstein's accomplice, Ghislaine Maxwell, was also at the party to the documents. Campbell's lawyer, Martin Singer, told The Times that Epstein and Maxwell went to the party and stayed for approximately 20 minutes. Singer also insisted that his client was unaware of Epstein's heinous criminal conduct until after his 2019 arrest and was not in touch with him after that. Campbell invited Epstein to more events over the course of 15 years, including her 2004 birthday party in Saint-Tropez and a Dolce & Gabbana party that marked Campbell's 25th anniversary with the brand in 2010, which he RSVP'd to. Jeffrey will come +2 if possible. Epstein's email account replied to the invitation for the latter event. Campbell is listed in a document titled List of People Who Need GE's Address, which details instructions of how people can mail letters, postcards, and books to the Florida prison where Epstein was locked up in 2008. But the singer told Times that Campbell has no idea who created this list or why her name appears on this document. Oh, Naomi, we need an update. We need an update. I was trying to be fair, but we need an update, Mama. ASAP. She never asked anyone for Epstein's address to communicate with him in jail in Florida. Hey God, what is this? In 2010, less than a year after Epstein's prison release, Campbell invited him to her 40th birthday in Cannes, France. 40th birthday party in Cannes, France. We would really like you to be there, as this is a private event for her closest friends and family, the invite read, according to the DOJ's documents, Department of Justice's documents. See God. But Singer told the New York Times that Campbell did not make that guest list and Epstein didn't go to the party. So who made the list? And who approved it? And who signed off on it? Because this is a private event for your closest friends and family. Naomi would have seen the list. She wouldn't have just said, like, anybody kind of sort of come to my apartment in Paris, in Cannes. That doesn't make sense. A few years later, Campbell unsuccessfully requested the use of Epstein's private plane to travel from New York to Miami in 2016. Emails that appear in the files. This is not looking good, Naomi. I'm not going to lie, this is not looking good. Epstein ended up having to fly out early due to the snow, per documents, so he instructed the redacted receipt on the email to find Campbell a charter plane. There's no communication between Campbell and Epstein or their assistants after 2016 in the documents. But he went to jail, my darlings. He had already gone to jail. When he came back, you didn't think it was serious? He went to jail. In the statement to the New York Times, Campbell's lawyer said she was on Epstein's plane on a few occasions, but she never observed any inappropriate conduct of any kind. I would just say that there was nobody else on the plane but me. And if that was not the case, that was not the case. Singer also claimed that Campbell knew nothing about his appalling criminal conduct before his 2019 arrest in New York. If my client had ever encountered any young woman whom she thought was being victimized by Epstein, she would have personally taken immediate action to help her, Singer's statement said. Campbell has not been accused of any wrongdoing. Page 6 has reached out to Campbell's lawyer for comment. After Epstein was indicted for trafficking in 2019, Campbell spoke out about the indefensible crimes. When I had heard what he had done, it sickened me to my stomach, just like everybody else, because I've had my fair share of sexual predators, just like everybody else, she said in a YouTube video at the time, according to The Independent. Right now, I stand with the victims. They are scarred for life, she added. Elsa Majimbo had a situation. Let me start by saying Elsa Majimbo was a TikToker who went viral, and I saw Naomi doing her makeup. They were on vacation somewhere, and I, didn't think too much of it at the time. Needless to say, Elsa Majimbo said, so it's a matter of wait and see. That's the only way I can look at it. It's a matter of let's wait and see. These Epstein files is bringing out the past like no man's business. Oh wow. It is what it is. As far as I'm concerned, I am for the victims. I'm for the victims. Everybody else can crash and burn. Do not forget to like, to subscribe, hit the notification button, and I'll see you I'll see you sooner than later, my darlings.
Hi guys, my name is ENITAN, hair coach. I am UK's first ever hair coach and a trichologist. We are a team of trichologists and hair coaches here in W6 London, and we help those who are desperate and have tried and everything else has failed. We look after those who have chronic scalp concerns, flaky, itchy scalp that's been going on for many years. We help those that have hair loss that has progressed instead of improved, and we help those that just generally want to have a better understanding of better quality hair, length, volume, and reduce that dryness. Visit us by clicking